All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this workshop. Today, I'm going to show you how you can participate in the commercial loan brokering industry. And if you are a mortgage broker, a mortgage originator, if you're in the mortgage business and you're struggling because rates have shot up and people are not applying for as many mortgages as you've seen in the past, and you'd like to diversify into other types of loans that you can originate and probably get paid larger sums because commercial loans are larger, then you will want to take a minute to watch this presentation. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to run you through a presentation. I'll disappear for a minute because you'll see the presentation, but I'll be in the top right-hand corner, so don't worry about that. So the program that I have is called the Loan Broker Formula, and it teaches you exactly how to originate commercial loans just like you would residential mortgages, but commercial loans for commercial borrowers and how you can leverage that industry. And what the idea is to allow you to decouple yourself from the idea that fluctuations in mortgage residential rates are going up. And so the people that I'm talking to are saying it's just slowed down so much. They're looking for other ways to make money. And the commercial loan industry is one where you can do that because business loans are a $2.7 trillion industry and growing. And the reason is because small to medium-sized businesses need capital in order to grow their business. And you can be the conduit that helps them do that. If they can't find that capital, then they're just not going to have the ability to scale in the first place. So the idea is to show you everything I've learned in my experience originating commercial loans, to show you how to get paid, helping small business owners find the capital they need to grow and diversify, not away from residential mortgages, but diversify just like you would a stock portfolio, diversify into additional revenue streams and leverage the experience that you already have in order to do that. So a little bit about me. I'm a former C-level bank executive. I was in banking for 20 plus years. I started as a teller and climbed the corporate ladder to where I was a chief lending officer. I spent quite a bit of time as a commercial lender in the banking industry. And during a 5-year period, I did over $800 million worth of deals. And so that's a whole lot of deals. And today I still continue to originate and broker commercial loans. So just yesterday, I put $150 million deal in front of one of the lenders that I know. Will it close? Will I get paid on it? Don't know. No way to guarantee that. So I don't want to confuse you, but it was a really large deal that I was able to find and put in front of a lender. And if it closed, I'll get a nice hefty check out of it. So the great thing about this workshop is if you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you how you can get some free stuff on top of everything else that I'm going to share with you today. So you're going to get some goodies if you just stick around, and this should only take about another 5 to 10 minutes tops. Okay. So there is all kinds of capital that small business owners can use. There's grants, but that's usually for specific classes of people. There are startup investors who will give startups capital that they need to grow their business. That's usually for a startup that is at the ideation stage, just has an idea, they don't have any existing revenue, and they don't have any assets. And then there are business loans, and that's where you come in, helping these small business owners, connecting them to lenders that want to do deals. So the great thing about business loans is it's a huge space within all the sources of capital. Investors usually do about $44 billion a year. This is through Ernst & Young, a quote from them. The Department of Energy says that grants are about $125 billion per year, so it's still pretty big, but lending, business loans, commercial loans is $2.7 trillion, and you can carve out a space in that and create either an additional revenue stream or just a brand new all-in revenue stream for yourself using the experience that you already have. And then we just add to that because commercial loans are a little bit different. And so the key is understanding what type of capital is right for businesses. And so one of the things we do in the program is we teach you how to pre-screen business owners so that you're not just working with those who you're not going to be able to help. And so we teach you all about that process. And the reason is because small business owners end up wasting a lot of time chasing after capital because they don't understand who's right to go to in the first place. They may go to investors, they may go try and seek grants. And a lot of times, if they don't understand what those groups are looking for, then they're chasing after the wrong people. They're wasting all their time. And that's where you come in. You help cut to the chase, take them to the right sources of capital and help them get the capital they need And in exchange, you get paid to do that. So what we do is we teach you how to think like a bank. We teach you how to think like a lender. Today, as a residential mortgage lender, you know how those mortgages work, right? You know how the lenders think. You know what they're looking for, what they don't like in a loan. We're going to take that and add to it on the commercial side and show you exactly how to think like that. And so that way you can quickly decide who the right lenders are to work with. Imagine if these small business owners, instead of running around chasing after capital on their own and sometimes getting declined and unable to find what they need in the first place, what if they had someone like you that worked with them, originated that deal, and then got paid only if the deal closed? Think about the power of that message to a small business owner. But it can't be that easy, right? It's not that easy just to find a deal and go place it with a lender and get paid. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to debunk some of the common misbeliefs that a lot of people have when they go into a program like this. So the number one belief is, well, it's too expensive. Now, I will tell you, I was just on a call with a gentleman named Ruud, R-U-U-D, yesterday. And we were talking, and he wanted to know why my program wasn't more expensive, why it wasn't more expensive than it is. Well, and I know where he's coming from. He had taken a competitor's course, and most of the competitor courses that are out there, the programs that are out there, are usually somewhere between a couple $1,000s, so $2,000. I've seen them all the way up to $20,000. Now, they're probably really good programs, but that's a lot of money. And you, in the short amount of time that you go through my program, you can learn 80% of the basics that you need to be originating deals today. So it's not expensive to get started in this industry. The other misbelief is that you just won't be able to grow it. You won't. Right now, you're experiencing where mortgage interest rates are so high, your business is kind of falling off. And granted, interest rates do fluctuate on the business side, but business owners, it's not a choice to go buy a new house. They always need capital to grow. They need working capital lines of credit. They need to make payroll. They need to buy equipment. They need to do things. These aren't nice to haves. These are often musts that they need in order to grow their business. So we don't see quite the fluctuations on the mortgage side, on the residential side, as we do on the commercial side. So you can set that concern aside. If you're worried that you don't understand how commercial lending works, go ahead and let that go as well. Now, I will tell you that commercial lending is drastically different than mortgage lending. I'm going to give you just one quick example. You're calculating debt to income ratios, whereas on the commercial side, we calculate debt service coverage ratios. So whereas you might get 40-45% as allowed on a DTI, we look for a ratio that looks something like a 1.25. So it's calculated differently, and the add backs that you can add back in are differently. That's one place that things are different, but I don't want you to worry about that because my program takes you through all of those differences and teaches you how to leverage them so that you understand when a good deal is a good deal. The fourth misbelief that I run into is people say, well, I just don't know anyone. I don't know where I'm going to find business deals. And I think maybe you all don't really believe that as much because a lot of the mortgage originators that I'm working with in my program seem to be able to find small business owners. But just in case this is you, one of the things I do is teach you my favorite way of marketing your program, and that's through referral marketing. Building relationships with accountants and attorneys. They already have the clients that you want to work with. They're already talking to them about needing money. And if you can get them to refer them to you, it's an easy lead gen situation. I also walk you through, as part of the program, the more advanced pieces of it, how to do online marketing as well. The fifth misbelief I run into is that you just don't have the right tools. Well, guess what? That's what the program does for you. Not only does my program teach you how commercial lending works through about 4 hours of lessons, online lessons, but I also provide you templates such as an email template to reach out to prospects, an email template to reach out to lenders, a fee agreement template that you can use to execute to make sure you get paid when a deal closes. And I give you access to a lender database that has 50 plus and growing lenders that are looking for brokered deals and will pay you to bring them those opportunities. So we take care of all the tools that you will need in order to be successful. The sixth misbelief, that's tough to say. The sixth misbelief is you just won't have any help. Well, that's not true either. Part of the program gives you the opportunity to get into a private Slack channel with myself and other commercial loan brokers who have gone through the program. You can ask questions, you can network, you can do all kinds of things. You even have a more advanced opportunity to arrange for one-on-one training with me, as well as I'll work with you on your very first deal. So don't worry about not having help. We're here for you. We're going to make you be successful. I am going to teach you everything I've learned in over $800 million worth of business loans and startup funding, right? I'm going to teach you everything I've learned, and I will teach you how to quickly grasp the basics so that you can get started right away. And so you have the opportunity, it is not a guarantee, but you have the opportunity to earn really big commissions. So imagine if you're doing $10 million a year in commercial loans and you're getting a 2% success fee, origination fee. That's $200,000 in additional income you could make. I know on the mortgage side, you don't typically get as high origination fees, but on the commercial side, you may see it somewhere starting around 1% all the way up to 5%, depending on the complexity of the deal you're working on. And not only that, commercial loans, in many instances, if you're targeting the right borrowers, especially if it's real estate, are even more expensive than someone's home purchase. And so you're having a larger deal that you're working on. You may do 10 $1 million deals or one $10 million deal. I told you I just sported on a $150 million deal yesterday. $10 million is not necessarily easy, but it's not necessarily hard either on the commercial space if you're going about it the right way. So you have the opportunity to earn some really big commissions. So what are you going to get in the program? You're going to get everything you need to know to get started as a commercial loan broker to start your own business, either part-time or full-time. You'll get 4 hours of content. You get my secret for establishing a deep referral network. You get my process for pre-screening clients in less than 5 minutes so that you know quickly if you can get the deal done or not. I show you how to pick the right lenders. I show you how to figure out which borrowers have the best chance of getting approved so you can get more deals done. I provide you all of those templates that I talked about, email scripts for prospects, email scripts for referral networks, templates to give to a borrower to say, here's the documentation I'm going to need, and a sample fee agreement that you can execute with prospects and borrowers so that you make sure if the lender's not going to pay you, you still get paid by the borrower. That's actually something you can do. So you're going to get all kinds of stuff with all kinds of value, right? So the online course, I could easily charge $700 for this course. I don't. Go out and research it yourself. I'm telling you, there are programs that are $2,000 all the way up to $20,000. Mine's not even $700. You're not just going to get the online course. You're going to get a curated list of lenders. I could probably charge $500 plus for that or more. You're going to get my pre-screening questions, my script. Let's call that at least $200, right? Email templates, $500. Sample fee agreement that I had to go to an attorney to get done, $1,500. All of that stuff. It's probably around $3,400 if you look at everything I offer that's not even listed on this screen. But today, you can get it for a whopping $97. Now, again, I have people telling me I need to charge a lot more for this, but I want to help people be successful. It's just something I'm passionate about doing. I love this industry. I know the opportunity it brings to people, and that's why I give you immediate access for as low as $97 with the opportunity to upgrade for even more support along the way. Now, here's that bonus I promised you. If you're interested in starting a brand new business, I give you access to a course, a program I prepared called the Business Launch Formula that teaches you my exact framework I use when I start a new business. I take you all the way through ideation, researching competitors, coming up with pricing, doing everything. I usually charge $45 for that course. It's going to be yours for free if you get started today. And the best part is I'll give you a 100% money back guarantee. If you go through the program, go all the way through it, and you feel like it just wasn't worth the $97 that you spent, then I will refund your money to you. I've already done that for 2 people who didn't go through the course all the way, but I still gave them the money back. I know it's worth what I'm charging for it, and I know it can help you get started in the industry. So really excited to share that with you. If you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to me. Again, decouple yourself from being tied to one revenue stream. You've probably seen articles out there about people having 7 revenue streams. Well, if you're originating mortgage loans, that's one. Let's get you onto the commercial side and help you be successful. Thanks for spending some time with me.